Hi, beautiful souls. This is antevasin AE, who wants to help you, and be helped by you in return. Last time, I delivered wisdom about the lesson. Have you been experiencing growth within your own lessons? I made a timeline of my life, from when I first knew of the secret. Once I put some life events in chronological order, I could see certain patterns clearly. And the patterns disappeared after I finished my homework, my learning lessons. Today, let's explore another wisdom. When do you feel joy and happiness? What makes you happy could be a clue to finding out who you truly are. The wisdom I am going to deliver to you this time is the spice of life, the real drama of life, called Muse. Muse, one of the 9 goddesses in classical myths, is tasked with taking charge of the arts. It could be interpreted as a wellspring which inspires artists. I don't want to describe an artist as a person who works in the line of the arts, because we all are unique artists who compose our lives in our ways. Muse has a different quality from common pleasures. It is something that gives you the true meaning of life and makes your heart flutter, rather than a temporary enjoyment of fragmentary satisfaction. Having your own muse is one of the most important values in life. It could be a blueprint for a magical life, which feels like being on a picnic every day. Before everything, you must make sure that your muse is a completely different energy than an addiction. The vitality, vigor, and delight from muses have a life force and a glow that cannot be compared to ones from addictive hazards, such as gaming, gambling, or drugs. There are a great number of addictive components in our daily lives, so you ought to check if it is something bright and meaningful rather than something dark and sinister. So then, should we just exclude things usually considered as addictions? Drinking, card games, billiards, video games, diaries, books, meditation. What was your first thought from each of these words? Do you think some will always be unproductive and negative, while others are constructive and positive? Please remember that making criterions is like shackling your soul. Some people may have a drink every now and then to maintain and raise their energy and frequency. Others may learn and play cards to develop their intuition, or spend their time on billiards or video games to learn how to concentrate and immerse themselves by experience. Is keeping a diary, reading a book, or meditating always affirmative? They could be turned into a sense of burden and start to pressure and strangle you. As I said in our first video, it is a human being, not the universe, who puts values and feelings on energies in the universe. No matter what you do, what truly matters is not these standards, but the energies and frequencies you hold and release every single second. It could be easy, or it could be difficult to find out what your muse is. To some, it is something invisible like a legendary treasure island, while others have already started their journeys on a soul's path without even knowing. Although people may have fun through same means, these pleasures could be the nectar or poisons that are passed from person to person. That's because each of us have our own ideal muse. Only you can figure out what your true muse is. The one who knows the answer regarding this is your soul, not your ego. Why don't you make a standard to find the answer? For instance, is the energy I'm spending on things I am working on saving me or killing me? Your soul would already know the answer before you try to judge it with your head. If it is not happiness which makes your soul shine, if it is something irrelevant with the purpose of your soul's journey, if it is something preposterous to sidetrack your mission in life, if you keep deluding yourself and taking pleasure in something trivial for your ego's sake, not the muse for your soul, Then deep inside of you, your heart will start to feel guilty. Just like that, one soul loses its light. Listening to your true self is incredibly important. Sometimes, we can see people who carry on with their beautiful lives with their muse. They glow radiantly with self-confidence and liveliness. They emit the most wonderful and indescribable energy. They are the living, and they live life, rather than being lived by life. That's because they live as a growing soul, not as an aging ego. They might look like people who simply work in their fields, but what they do is a fountainhead of delight and a vigor for life, not just labor, working to work, or a job. And with their muse, they manifest abundance in mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual ways. When vision, which is like some gateways for your soul's divine mission of this life, and muse make synergy effect together, that would be perfect. I started with the question, why did I come to this planet? To figure out what my muse and vision are. I have delivered wisdom about the real drama of your life, the muse. Let's wrap it up. A muse is something that makes your heart beat, and that gives you the true meaning of life. A muse is a completely different energy than addiction and temporary pleasure. Making criterions or standards for right and wrong shackles your soul. Whatever you do, check your energy and frequency in it first. Muses are a wellspring of life force and vibrancy for your soul. Your soul already knows what your muse and vision are. Having a muse is a process to complete yourself. This excitement could be something you enjoy, something you have never thought about, or something you feel uncertain about. If nothing comes to mind, why don't you try reevaluating and taking care of your energy first? In your real drama, which is called life, as the true main character with a mission, would you even possibly want to watch others' drama on television, or even think of it? Seriously, with your soul's divine mission, which makes you wake up blissfully every morning. I will also support and pray for your going on a picnic everyday kind of life. I will be back soon with another beautiful piece of wisdom. This was the giver, antevasin. My soul honors your soul. Thank you.